Hey, I'm Madeline. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a condition I've struggled with for over 10 years. Half of those years I actually didn't know what it was. Luckily, despite being told that there was nothing I could do to treat my condition naturally, I did find an answer and I've been able to heal quite a bit on my own. One by one over the years, my nails began to detach from the nail bed much further back than they're supposed to, and I would get a bunch of buildup under the nail. The edges were super soft, so they would fray around the edges, and a few of my nails were just crumbling to pieces. Since they had already detached so far down the nail bed and were so soft, they would get caught on things like when I would button my pants or open drawers, and they would snap backwards halfway down my nail, which was super frustrating and painful because it would detach even further back down the nail bed. They were super yellow and had pinprick and linear type grooves, and they would grow in an uneven sort of wave type shape. I always thought it was really strange because people would say, oh, it takes your nails so long to change because, it takes like a full month or however long to fully grow out. But I would wake up and feel like my nails had totally changed overnight. Sometimes they would be harder than they were the day before or softer. Sometimes it would have detached further back down the nail, or all of a sudden there would be a lot of pitting in my nails that wasn't there the day before. For a very long time we thought it was fungus, so I went to see multiple doctors that had never seen nails like mine. They didn't have answers for me, so one time we even came in with an idea of a medication that might work. It was a topical medication, and so they just prescribed it to me, having no clue if it actually was fungus or not. So for a long time I actually did try a bunch of fungal remedies, none of which worked. Nothing helped. Finally, between my sophomore and junior year of college, I went to see a dermatologist because I was having some traumatic hair loss, which is a story for another video. But she finally told me that I had nail psoriasis, and I don't think I really knew what it was. Honestly, I was just so excited to find out that it wasn't nail fungus because nothing I was trying was working, and so it made me really hopeful that I could try something new and make an actual difference. Unfortunately, the dermatologist said that there isn't a cure for psoriasis. It is a chronic condition, an autoimmune disease actually. So she suggested that I could get steroid injections into the tips of my fingers, like every other month, not just a one-time thing, but continuously for the rest of my life. The other option was a nail polish serum type solution that I could apply to my nails. I don't even remember what it was called because it didn't work and I ended up throwing it away, but I did try that. I believe just before this time I had actually started my plant-based journey, and I had been doing a lot of research about the relationship between diet and health in general, but inflammation especially. So without telling her how I was eating, I asked her if she had any dietary recommendations to reduce inflammation, and she said that they weren't related. Unfortunately, it was a big oversight on her part because diet is hugely related to inflammation. If you want to see some kind of gross pictures of my nails, stick around. I will write the time on the screen of where you should skip to bypass the photos of my nails. For reference, this is what my nails looked like 4 years ago. The photos where my nails look glossy is right after that nail polish type serum I was given by the dermatologist. As you can see, my nails were super yellow. I had a lot of pitting and linear grooves. You can also see that my skin was peeling around my nails. My favorite is actually the side profile of my pointer finger, because at one point the middle of the nail was super thick, but the back end of the nail was peeling off and getting extremely thin. I was super terrified and really embarrassed at how my nails looked at this point. I'm really sorry, but you have to see some photos of my toenails as well. We can't forget about them because they're suffering too. And now for the exciting part. I'm honestly so proud of how my nails look now. You might still think they look not great, and I still do feel insecure about them, but having those other photos to look back at is really amazing, and it feels really good to see how far I have come. My nails are no longer yellow. There is significantly less buildup underneath. I only have pitting on a few of my more difficult nails, and the lines at which they detach from the nail bed is much straighter and closer to the tips of my fingers. They're so much stronger and never get caught on things or bend back painfully. So I'm able to keep them long, which I really like because I kind of have short fingers. So you might be wondering, how did I do it? Hello again to everyone that skipped ahead to this point, and thank you to all of you who just witnessed all of those unattractive photos. What you are all waiting for: how can I more or less cure psoriasis naturally? Maybe manage is a better word for it, since there is no ending long-term cure. There's some other factors that I will touch on, but the biggest, most consistent contributing factor has been the food that I've consumed, or the food that I haven't consumed. There is seriously nothing in this world that excites me more than the fact that we have the power to heal our bodies through amazing, delicious food. When I would have flare-ups, I would work a little harder, implement some other things, and eat very specific alkalizing foods to help my symptoms, but in general, really all I've done is eat a plant-based diet. To break it down as simply as possible and show you how I connected the dots, I'll do much more in-depth videos on all of these topics later. Psoriasis is an autoimmune disease in which your body attacks healthy skin cells and also speeds up the life cycle of your skin cells, which creates a lot of buildup of dead skin cells on the skin or under the nail in the case of nail psoriasis. Inflammation aggravates autoimmune diseases, and actually autoimmune diseases create inflammation in the body as well, so it's kind of a which came first, the chicken or the egg type of situation, but inflammation does worsen the symptoms of autoimmune diseases. The biggest ways to combat inflammation naturally are to eat a healthy alkaline diet, get good consistent sleep, and maintain low stress levels. Our bodies are alkaline, so eating acidic foods kind of create havoc in the body because the body has to work harder to get it back up to its alkaline state. Whereas alkaline foods create peace. They're gentle on the body because they match the pH of our bodies. That is a very general and unscientific explanation, but that's the easiest way for me to understand it. In general, all vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds are very alkaline, whereas acid-forming foods include meat, dairy, eggs, grains, especially gluten, alcohol, and coffee, and processed sugar. I'm not sure if I already said that. This might make you feel like you can't eat anything, but really it's about creating balance. So if on average you eat more of the alkaline forming foods, if you eat a highly plant-based diet, then you will alleviate inflammation. Whereas if you eat mostly acidic foods, you will create an environment in your body where inflammation and disease will thrive. You can still eat all the things you want to in moderation, but if you focus on filling your plate with those alkaline foods, like an abundance of vegetables and foods from the earth, you will create less space for those bad things. And you won't feel so bad about those not so good for you foods, physically or mentally, when the vast percentage of what you eat is healing your body. Trust me, I am not perfect. In college, I drank like everyone else, nothing crazy. And I still have a glass of wine once a week or, things like that. But I drank a lot of coffee and I didn't pay any attention to how much sugar I ate. I certainly wasn't trying to avoid gluten or grains at all. I also ate quite a bit of processed foods like faux meats and things like that, and did not get good sleep whatsoever, and also had the most stress of my entire life. My point is, all I truly did was eliminate animal products, and I was still able to see really amazing results with my nails. The change happened pretty quickly. Just within the first year of eliminating animal products, my nails changed drastically and were much more pleasant for me to deal with. I'm so excited knowing that there's still so much I can do to see even more improvement, because I really have come a long way, but there's still a lot I can work on. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much improvement I can see over the rest of my life, over the many years to come. This was kind of just an intro video for me to show you where I've been with psoriasis and how far I've come, but I do have a few things up my sleeve that I'll be implementing in an upcoming video that I'm hoping will take my nails to the next level, so I'm excited to share that with you. I hope you found this video to be motivating, informational, or at least interesting. If you too struggle with psoriasis or some form of autoimmune or inflammatory disease, please leave a comment below, as I would love to hear your story, know what things worked for you, and see what else you would like to see from me moving forward. I truly appreciate you clicking on this video and hope you come back for the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!
Emotion.